what do you consider to be a successful season?
I knew you were going to ask that question as soon as you started it because I hadn't considered it. Hoodlum, have you got an answer? Well, I have a think. If not,
I'm trying to think as well.
If not, I'll have a go.
Yeah, you have a go. Let me think about this.
So, I mean, my point at the start of the season was that Arsenal winning silverware, has got to be really important this season. And ideally, of course, it's one of the big two. But I think silver. But I also said at the start of the season there were other teams that are going to be competing for silverware. Not everyone can win. So I felt that silverware in itself was probably enough to,
appease.
I hate to put it so black and white. It won't appease certain people, but I don't
care about other people. I'm talking about you.
But no, I know. No, you were saying about appeasing people. I don't think it will appease certain people, but from my perspective, I think that would certainly give Mikel Arteta longer in the job, because I think what's really important when you've got a football club is you've got a manager that you and the players believe in, that can go out there and be successful. I think that is really important. And I think Arsenal have that Mikel Arteta, and I think that kind of just increases that desire for them to go out and win more. So I think probably a League Cup would be enough at the start of the season. I think that still holds, but from here on out, I think they'd be massively disappointed now if they don't win the Premier League this season. I think they will win the Premier League, and I said at the start of the season I thought we would, and that would, that for me was the goal. If we could win the Premier League, I don't mean to be flippant about it, but I don't care about the rest. But I think right now, Arsenal will be looking at least a double. I think talk of a quadruple is ridiculous, but
we take it,
some
right?
point Arsenal.
It's ridiculous to mention, but we take it, right?
Yeah, of course, but I'll be absolutely stunned if we win the quadruple, and I just know what the narrative will be when we do eventually go out of one competition, which I think we will. But I think the Premier League from this point on, if you asked me right now and said I had no expectations pre-season, what's your expectations now for it? It would 100% be the Premier League, because of how well we are and the position we find ourselves in right now.
Yeah, I kind of go with that as well.